some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He gets a block. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return. Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's done. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Hand off to the lone back. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watts. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, running back on the move. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Duff. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score already. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Rush is on him. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Jukes his way for more. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Back to the ground game on the left. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. He might want another play. They'll try to blast their way in. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? After run, now throw. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They want to run this quarterback. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air, it's Lewis. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
3rd down play from the gun. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the back. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lewis. It's on target and complete. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And as a defense, you just went, whoo, he just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that
touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Power football with the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Lewis. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It is good! And now they regain the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Bishop. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Rides the back on the option to get him. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Vaughn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got the screen set up, and they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Here's a heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. off a play before we head to the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get... They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they pumped this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. RPO complete to open the drive. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Lewis. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Right back to the well. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Turning it on. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no
trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Texas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the back. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. And the Gators in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Rolling right and going deep. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let it go. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. All by himself down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
That's tough to defend, right? Going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that. They were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Lewis. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They want to throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here comes the Texas offense. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gets away from one, finds room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Just plowing ahead. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles, really good ball security by the running back.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wants to throw. It's Lewis. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep sprinting. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The play action fake. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking to throw, it's Lewis. Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Timeout, Texas.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Lewis. He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.